Welcome everybody to Saturday Training. My name is Steve Kuchin. I'm a holistic health practitioner here in San Diego, California. The statements made in this presentation have not been evaluated by the FDA. Nothing on this presentation should be construed as diagnosing, prescribing, or treating disease. It is presented for education only. We must legally warn you that if you are ill, have any disease, are pregnant or nursing, you should consult your medical doctor before attempting any natural or herbal program. And we're talking today about our wonderful Clluvation products. And I was thinking about this morning. We have some exceptional products. I mean, this is just not hype. We have really some exotic products here. I mean, from our youth crystals to our brain crystals to energy. Also, we have our gels, gel number 1 that has CBD in it, gel number 2, which is really, really good for the adrenals, for your mood, for serotonin, dopamine type of thing. You put that on your face and neck. It upregulates your pituitary gland. Gel number 3, our stem cell activating technology. We have gel number 4, a testosterone with imbued ketones, oxaloacetate acid that increases mitochondrial health. Oh my God. I mean, okay, so, you know, in your life, they always say you have to have 5 streams of income, 5 streams, right? Well, we have not only that, we got the three crystals, the 4 the gels, the 4 gels, and then we have coffee, right? On top of that, you know, so that makes 8 streams of income. If a person went ahead and just got one of these, I mean, one serious MLMer just got a hold of one of these products, just one. I don't care which one it is. You know, I'll give you an example, like the gel product. You know, our gel product, gel number 2. Other companies in that particular genre, you know, activating the hormonal pathways and stuff like that. They are doing like $20 million per month, 20 million per month. One product, okay? So that, in this case, it might be a little bit of a disadvantage for us in relation to punching it out there into the world because we're concentrating on 8 different things, okay? So what I would suggest is pick a few. Like for my favorite is, of course, youth crystals, gel number 2 and gel number 4. That hits a lot of people in different areas. Everybody's mitochondrial function is down. And oh my God, listen to this. Listen to this, folks. We got now something that will mitigate 5G. Okay, so that's 9. I miscounted. 9 products. Come on. So 5G with our bracelet, with a newer layer bracelet. I'll give you an example. I got some statistics. You know, reducing of immune system having to do with electronic pollution, aberrant electronics. Wuhan, for example, has, I think right now, 10,000 installed 5G terminals. 10,000. And you're very smart people, you can deduce what's happening over there. Imagine the immune system is being encroached upon, you know? And speaking of that, you know, our cell phones and computers and all that stuff, you know, it's really producing a biological warfare because that is the invisible enemy. All our electronics around the world. So you go ahead and promote, for example, the bracelet. That alone is a $1 billion product right there. What we're going to do. Josh is creating these frequencies that are imbuing into the bracelet are going to be like so space age. It's going to be unbelievable. Okay, so I'm really, really excited about that, including all our products that we take on a daily basis, like the youth crystals for building collagen, for our immunity, for our digestive tract, the beautiful villi in our alimentary canal, in our gut, the gut health. 70% of our immune system is right there. With our youth crystals, we build collagen and produce beautiful, beautiful flora, microflora for our bodies there, okay? And that restores our mitochondrial function, restores our health. It gets rid of wrinkles. I had my ladies over there in Ukraine, 6 months, 7 months, 8 months. They're coming back with reports. This is even before we had the gels. They're coming back with reports, looking beautiful. 2 women show up from Clluvation at a meeting, and both of their skins are pink. They're glowing. And everybody's looking at him. What the heck are you doing? You know, they're like walking billboards. You know, so we got something amazing. Okay, so products, yes, I could do another product demonstration and everything like that, but we have a lot of videos about that. I wanted to concentrate. Okay, so now we have this jewel. We have these jewels in our possession. Now we want to share this with mankind. So how am I going to do that? Okay. So whether you like it or not, everyone here in the call is a salesperson. I mean, you do sales every day. If you have children, you got to sell them on going to bed in time. You know, you got to tell them on doing the dishes why it's good for them. You know, you're a salesman all the time. So I want to introduce to you, most of you probably know this person, and his name is Grant Cardone, right? And in relation to that, just before I start on a presentation with the Grant Cardone, how he teaches and so forth, I wanted to get this one datum to you, and this is really important datum, having to do with the MLM industry, right? It says, and this comes from Eric Worre Go Pro, okay, page 45. He says, let me give you my formula for financial independence in network marketing. And this is it has in the box, this is all highlighted, right? It says, your ability to get a large group of people to consistently do a few simple things over an extended period of time. I'll read that one more time. Your ability to get a large group of people to consistently do a few simple things over an extended period of time. So what I'm actually here is postulating for everybody here on the call is having at least 500 people in their downline, 500 distributors in their downline. Now, if you imagine getting them all doing something very small over an extended period of time, guess what's going to happen? Your statistics are going to go absolutely through the roof. So now we'll go into, this is actually from, my wife made this beautiful thing for me. It's from my 10X planner. Grant Cardone is a believer in 10Xing your statistics, right? So let me give you some of the rules for success. Number one, success is your duty, obligation, and responsibility. Make your business your priority. 2. 3. Become known for your great work ethic. 4. Ignore the conservative naysayers. 5. Don't be negative. 6. Have big goals and write them down twice a day. 7. Diversify. Create different income streams. I just gave you 9. 8. Believe in the close before you start. Believe in the close before you start. And 9. Work to your full potential every day. And 10. Do not quit. Okay. And it says here, next page, it says stop wasting time. It is critical during any time of your life that you establish a very disciplined schedule to keep yourself focused and productive at all times. It is easy to become halted and thus find yourself doing little more than being worried and unproductive. As the saying goes, when the going gets tough, the tough must get going. And this is tough times right now for everybody. Any production or action done in adequate quantities on a daily basis is better than no production, and it will get you results. The word production comes from the word produce, which means to cause, to have, to existence, or to happen, or to bring about. It also means to compose, create, or bring out by intellectual or physical effort. If you want to cause something to have existence, you must multiply time by actions to produce the economy you desire. Don't just think of an economy in terms of money, but of all the elements that compose it: goods, services, goodwill, clients, resources, equipment, activity, contact, and efforts at production. In order to maximize your time and efforts, 1. Write down a detailed account of your day and efforts to see exactly where your time is going. Most people have no clue of what they do with their time, but still complain that they don't have enough, a lot of people. If you don't know how much time you have or need, how can you expect to manage it? Logging your time will help you see all the ways in which you waste it. The little things you may do that in no way contribute to your success. Look at any action that isn't helping you become more successful. Think online games, television, napping, drinking. If you don't manage your time, you will waste it. Now, step 2. Next, 10x your schedule and dominate your time. Live your life by the 10x rule and tackle your projects like your life depends on it, because it does, especially nowadays. Manage every action as though you have a camera on your every step of the way to show you the discipline needed to apply the proper time and actions to live by the time schedule. See every action through to completion. Make no excuses. Adopt a take no prisoners attitude. Approach every situation whatever it takes mindset. Sound too aggressive? Sorry, but that is the outlook required to win nowadays. Any effort, even poorly executed ones, will aid your progress toward advancing and conquering, especially if you make them regularly and follow them up with subsequent action. This is an action universe, not a magic Merlin universe. It is especially, that's my own 2 bits in there. It is especially important during and nothing wrong with the magic Merlin universe either. It is especially important during a period of contraction to develop a disciplined commitment to using your time and energy. Most people don't have enough of the advanced component in their daily schedules. If you want to move yourself, your dreams, your ideas forward, you have to do a lot, and you have to do a lot consistently. The truth is, success does not merely happen. It is the result of relentless, proper actions taken over time. Only those who operate with the appropriate view and corresponding actions will have success. Be great, nothing else pays enough. Grant Cardone. Now, how to succeed in sales? Grant suggests 9 simple steps every rep should master regardless of the situation. So whatever you sell, doesn't matter what you sell, keep these helpful hints in mind. Have the right attitude. 1. As the saying goes, 90% of everything in life is attitude. The same goes for sales. Before you ever pick up the phone, you need to have the right attitude. Before Grant makes a call or sits down to type an email, the first thing he does is get his head wrapped around the concept. He tells himself he can sell anyone on any deal in any situation. It doesn't matter if it's 58 cents or 58 million. Give yourself a little pep talk each time and remind yourself, hey, I can sell this person. 2, believe in your product. We've got products we can believe in, I can tell you folks. You've got to believe in what you're selling. You've got to believe your product is worth at least 10 times the money and the time your prospects will invest in it. If you don't believe in the product you're selling, each time you pick up the phone, you become increasingly unconvincing and robotic. Sell yourself before trying to sell anyone else. And it's really easy with our product to have confidence in this. We have over my personal 1.5 year experience with it. Stellar results across the spectrum. Be persistent. 3. You've got to be willing to keep calling people back again and again until you reach them and they're willing to speak with you. Research has shown that an average rep gives up after only 1.3 contact attempts. That's not enough. You have to adopt the mentality that you won't quit and bring that into every sales call you make. When a prospect sees your commitment and dedication, they'll become much more receptive to your message. 4, master the pitch. You've got to have your pitch down. That's why scripts are valuable and important. Whenever you're making a call, whether it's 2 minutes or 14 minutes, you need to know your goal. What are you hoping to get out of that call? Is it to close a deal? Is it to find out who the decision makers are? Is it to get an appointment? Know your goal and tailor your pitch accordingly, because each of these calls will require a slightly different approach. 5, the big claim. You've got to have a big claim, or as Grant describes it, a monster claim. Your claim has to be something a prospect cannot regurgitate and a competitor cannot imitate. We have that, folks. In other words, your prospect can't ignore your claim and your competitors. In other words, your prospect can't ignore your claim and your competitors can't match its value. Your claim must become a hook that sinks so deep in the client that it literally creates a picture they can't erase. Your claim must become a hook that sinks so deep in the client that it literally creates a picture they can't erase. Nobody buys anything except for one reason: to solve a problem. With your big claim, make sure to clearly express how you solve your prospect's problem. Remember, sometimes people won't recognize they have a problem until you point it out. Wow them with what you know and what you can deliver. 6, gains and losses. Before making a cold call, many people complain of nervous jitters. No one likes rejection, but that's part of the sales process. Grant encourages every sales professional to remember that with each call, they have everything to gain and nothing to lose. Great salespeople know this, and it serves as a powerful confidence booster and motivator. 7, the best value. Every salesperson must believe they have the best value regardless of price. And we got that, folks. What that means is you have to convince yourself that even if you're 4 times the price tag, you're still the best value. Understand what makes you better. Why should someone buy your product or service over anyone else's, even when it's pricier? Make sure you convince yourself of this value as well as your prospect. 8, respect your prospects. Treat everyone with respect. Your sales reps are calling people all day, can start treating new prospects like the last 8 people they failed to sell. This is a big problem with cold calls. You need to start fresh with every call and treat each new prospect with respect. You can't hold them responsible for previous failed attempts. That won't make any sense. 9, diversify. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Or in the sales sense, never depend on one call. You need lots of calls to be successful. If you feel disappointment after being rejected on a sales call, it's because you have too little going on. Disappointment and rejections are not emotions. They're indications that your model is broken and you don't have enough business going on. Grant has perfected the art of selling. The art of selling is what we envision when we picture great salespeople. In a figurative sense, great sales professionals know how to read the tea leaves and provide the right solutions to their customers at the right time. However, even if you perfected your pitch and follow Grant's tips, it won't do you much good if you never speak with a prospect. So I just want to recap the qualities of a genius, the 24 qualities. I'm not going to go over each one, and you can just highlight them. Drive, courage, devotion to goals, knowledge, honesty, optimism, ability to judge, enthusiasm, willingness to take chances, dynamic energy, persuasion, outgoingness, ability to communicate, patience, perception, perfectionism, sense of humor, versatility, adaptability, curiosity, individualism, idealism, imagination. So folks, that's my call for today, Saturday. It's short and sweet, and I'm going to just be ending the recording here. Then we can talk.